The United States, a land of opportunity and diversity, attracts people from all corners of the globe. However, the American dream comes with a price tag, and the cost of living can vary greatly depending on several factors. Explore America's top 10 most affordable cities to live in. 10. Knoxville, Tennessee. Knoxville, nestled in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains, offers a surprising level of affordability for a charming southern city. Compared to the national median of $420,700, Knoxville boasts a median home price of around $250,000. This makes homeownership attainable for many aspiring homeowners. Renting is equally affordable, with the median rent for a one-bedroom apartment sitting around $900. Groceries and utilities in Knoxville are typically 5 to 10% cheaper than the national average. This translates to significant savings on everyday expenses. 9. Quad Cities. The Quad Cities, nestled along the Mississippi River on the border of Iowa and Illinois, are a hidden gem in the Midwest. One of the biggest draws to the Quad Cities is the low cost of housing. The median home price in the area is $149,317. Significantly lower than the national average of $358,700. Renting is also quite affordable, with a median apartment rent of $808 compared to the national average. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, you'll find a variety of options to fit your budget in the Quad Cities. Beyond housing, other living expenses in the Quad Cities are also generally below the national average. Groceries cost about 5% less, utilities are 13% cheaper, and transportation expenses are only slightly higher than the national average. Overall, the cost of living in the Quad Cities is estimated to be about 3% lower than the national average, making it a very budget-friendly place to live. 8. Green Bay, Wisconsin. One of the biggest draws of Green Bay is its low cost of living. Compared to the national average, Green Bay is roughly 10% cheaper, with housing costs leading the way at 22% lower. The average monthly rent is $802. The good news extends beyond housing. Groceries cost about 8% less, transportation 6% less, and even healthcare expenses are slightly lower than the national average. Utilities also come in with a 5% discount, contributing to overall affordability. 7. Peoria, Illinois. Peoria, Illinois, beckons with its Midwestern charm and surprisingly friendly price tag. Compared to the national average, life here is decidedly 12.6% more affordable, making it an attractive option for budget-conscious individuals and families. This is where Peoria truly shines. The median home price is a cool $159,491, a fraction of what you'd pay in pricier cities. Renters rejoice too, with an average one-bedroom apartment hovering around $787. Grocery costs in Peoria are about 1% lower than the national average. Utilities in Peoria are 10% cheaper than the national average, offering a welcome respite from rising energy costs in other parts of the country. 6. Beaumont, Texas. Beaumont, nestled along the Neches River, might not be the first city that comes to mind when considering relocation. However, beneath its unassuming exterior lies a hidden gem. A city boasting surprising affordability and a unique charm waiting to be discovered. Beaumont's cost of living is a pleasant 5% lower. Housing, often the biggest budget guzzler, is a major highlight here. The median home price sits comfortably around $471,450, significantly lower than the national average. Renters rejoice too, with an average monthly rent of $1,189, offering comfortable living without breaking the bank. Groceries come in 3% cheaper than the national average. 5. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Fort Wayne shines as a haven for budget-conscious individuals and families. Forget sky-high mortgages. The median home price in Fort Wayne hovers around $303,159. Finding an apartment that fits your budget won't be a struggle. Average monthly rent clocks in at $1,106, significantly lower than the national average. Indiana boasts a relatively low overall tax burden, further adding to your savings. 4. Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville, nicknamed Rocket City for its prominence in aerospace and defense industries, offers a surprisingly affordable cost of living compared to many other U.S. cities. The median home price in Huntsville is around $337,734. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Huntsville is around $1,027, while a two-bedroom comes in at around $1,173. These figures are also lower than the national averages. Utilities in Huntsville are also quite affordable, with an average monthly cost of around $173 for basic necessities like electricity, heating, cooling, water, and garbage. This is about 2% lower than the national average. 3. Huntington, West Virginia. The median home price in Huntington is around $120,000, a fraction of the national median of $420,000. This translates to significantly lower mortgage payments, freeing up more room in your budget for other expenses. Renting an apartment in Huntington is equally affordable, with the median rent hovering around $700. This is substantially lower. Utilities like water, electricity, and gas are also generally cheaper in Huntington. While the West Virginia state sales tax is slightly higher than the national average at 6.1%, the overall tax burden in Huntington remains lower due to factors like lower property taxes and income tax rates. 2. Youngstown, Ohio. The average monthly rent in Youngstown is a steal at $937, a whopping 35% cheaper than the U.S. average. Homeownership dreams are also more attainable here, with the median home price sitting around $314,601. A typical monthly budget for a single adult in Youngstown is estimated to be around $30,003, a far cry from the national average of $38,433. Everyday expenses like groceries and utilities are also surprisingly affordable in Youngstown. Groceries are estimated to be about 5% cheaper than the national average, while utilities like electricity and gas cost roughly the same as the national average. Even healthcare costs take a backseat in Youngstown, being 18% lower than the national average. 1. Hickory, North Carolina. Nestled in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Hickory offers a blend of affordability, natural beauty, and southern charm. Compared to the national average, the cost of living in Hickory is about 6% lower. This makes it an attractive option for those seeking a comfortable lifestyle without breaking the bank. Rent and home prices are significantly lower than the national average. The median monthly rent is around $1,266, and the median home price sits at $385,132. Whether you're renting or buying, your housing budget will likely stretch further in Hickory. Basic necessities like groceries and utilities are also more affordable in Hickory. Expect to pay 6% less on groceries and 8% less on utilities compared to the national average. This equates to significant savings on your monthly expenses.